I was called out to work with this horse. The woman had just acquired it, and she kicked at her when she tried to take her to the indoor. And this is my second session. We're doing a turn to the right here, which is very difficult. This little filly wanted to take and shove that shoulder into you, not move. Here I'm rubbing her with a whip because she wants to kick, and I don't want her to think just because I have the whip that she needs a kick. So I'm rubbing her, having her walk on. When she stalls out, I tap her. Again, last week it was all I could do to lead her. She wouldn't yield. She was all over me, on top of me, coming at me, rearing, kicking, throwing her body into me, throwing her butt into me. So this is a huge, huge improvement. I wouldn't even be able to put on YouTube. We didn't tape the first session. We were both breathing heavy at the end of it. So when I worked with her on this day, I worked with her in the barn first. She always tries to take her butt to you, and here she's going to kick out because I asked her to move and she didn't yield, so I have to keep on. I'm asking her to back off the pressure here and not run off because she'd want to run circles around me, so I'm making her get off that halter. Anyways, I worked with her in the barn before we came out to the indoor and worked on tying, putting her feet in buckets. Total different horse from just one session the week before. I was able to praise her a lot for try and getting her hind end over for me. So huge improvement, like 90%, 95% from what she was a week before. Yeah, she was so difficult that I did tell the owner, if you want me to work with her again, don't touch her in between our visits, because I didn't want her to go backwards or get empowered to think that she can kick people. Again, this owner didn't make her that way. Whoever raised her, I don't know who it was, but they obviously did not teach her to respect a human. And unfortunately, a lot of people, even if they're raising them and breeding them, really don't know how to handle foals. They need to be trained. If you're touching them from the get-go, if they're out in the field and not being handled, well, no harm done. And that's how I got my horse, 16 months old, and he was barely touched by human hands. But when you're leading them in and out, you're teaching them, good or bad, you're teaching them when you're handling them. And again, this horse just plowed took her shoulder and just ram it into you. So she's doing awesome. So proud of her. And I'm just going to show you pictures for anybody that thinks it's mean, what horses can do when they bite and kick. So it's nothing, even if they're young and cute, they need discipline. They don't need to be abused, but they need discipline. Hope you enjoy.